All right, welcome back to the channel. So Shawn Porter and Abner Mares joined the group of people along with George Foreman and Buddy McGirt, who believes that Deontay Wilder can beat Tyson Fury in the rematch, and it's not going to take that many adjustments to make it happen. And Shawn Porter believes that the last fight in the trilogy, or the next fight, is a 50-50 fight. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back. Let's keep talking this boxing, man. You know you are a true fan of the sport when you can keep chopping it up with boxing, when you don't know if there's an actual fight that's going to be taking place for several months, but you keep paying attention, you keep watching it, and you watch the old fights and listen to what the active boxers have to say about what they're going to do when things come back. And one of the better conversations that we're having is obviously a direct result of the last major fight that we had in boxing, that being Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury's rematch. That fight wound up being a TKO victory for Tyson Fury in a fight that, by and large, was a one-sided fight. Deontay Wilder got clipped in maybe the second round, third round, got knocked down, and after that, he just seemed like his equilibrium was off. He never really recovered. Eventually, Mark Breland wound up throwing in the towel and stopping the fight. So, I would say reasonably, there are people that believe that Deontay Wilder has no chance to win in the rematch. Now, why do I say that it's reasonable for them to believe that? That is because of the way that the last fight happened. It was one close fight in the beginning. The first fight was a close fight that wound up in a draw. The second fight was, admittedly, was a blowout for Tyson Fury. So you would think that, hey, man, it's just going to continue to go that way, and Tyson Fury will dominate the next fight. There's a lot of people that believe that, are actually acting like Deontay Wilder needs to step aside and take money, don't take the fight. All of that type of stuff is being said, but not everybody in boxing is following that line. Originally you had Buddy McGirt come out, and Buddy McGirt was like, look, if Deontay Wilder changes a few things, then nobody in the heavyweight division, nobody in the world is going to beat Deontay Wilder. It's not that much that he needs to change and adjust to overcome and beat Tyson Fury. And many people just kind of acted like, well, and I say reasonable. And reason is, if it's based on logic. It's not something that you're just pulling out of, you're just pulling out because you want that to be the case. It's something that you've seen and a reasonable conclusion you can draw from the facts that are at hand. So I say it's reasonable, but what is unreasonable is to believe that Deontay Wilder has zero chance to beat Tyson Fury. That, I think, is just ridiculous, because Tyson Fury gets hit on that chin, Tyson Fury can go bye-bye. That's for real. If Deontay Wilder is not any less strong, any less powerful than he's ever been, and Tyson Fury's chin ain't no better than it has ever been, and in boxing, there are situations where, especially with top-notch fighters, that there's just not that much room for error. There's not that much room for, there's not that much difference between the top level guys, especially in the heavyweight division. And because in the heavyweight division, you're dealing with guys that are very big and very strong, right? So Tyson Fury, for example, caught Deontay Wilder at the very end of a punch. Very end, like the hardest spot to get somebody, from my understanding, when you hit them, is at the very end of their punches, because you have all of the force that comes from the ground up through your legs, through your hips, through your torsos, your shoulder, and boom, it lands at the end. And that's what Deontay Wilder got hit with Tyson Fury, and he got hit in a very vulnerable spot behind the ear. Now, that was not a foul by Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder moved his ear, but it's a scenario where the exact same thing could happen to Tyson Fury, where he got caught right there, miscalculated something and got hit on the back of the ear, and all of a sudden he's wobbling and hurting. And you would say, well, hey man, he got knocked out. There's no way he can win the third fight. And obviously from the way, obviously that's not the case. So anyway, professional boxing is a game of inches. Professional sports is a game of inches. There's not that much difference between the top level guy, and a guy that is just outside of the top level. Now, specifically what Shawn Porter said was he named actual specific things that he believed that Deontay Wilder could do that would improve his performance, right? He said, like, number one, be more aggressive with Tyson Fury, go to Tyson Fury, being on the back foot with Tyson Fury allowed Tyson Fury to come forward to you. It put you in a position where you're reacting to what Tyson Fury is doing instead of taking the fight to Tyson Fury. The other thing that he said was, work on different, more combinations, different type of combinations that will get Tyson Fury thinking and making him react and allow you to set up the shot that you want to get off. And one of the things was actually brought up in the article. I don't believe that it was actually stated by Shawn Porter, but it might have been in the article that I read, but I still thought was a really good, observation, was that you can work with Deontay Wilder's left hand a lot more, because Deontay Wilder is obviously a right hand heavy guy, but he doesn't have a lot of weapons and a lot of variation to his left hand. And if he has a left hand that is able to make Tyson Fury think, punish Tyson, put Tyson Fury in awkward positions, then it gives the more things that you give Tyson Fury to think about, the more chances that there are that Tyson Fury makes a miscalculation and then he gets caught. So if I was watching, and I understand what these guys are saying, because I was watching on ESPN there last night, they showed the Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez fight. They showed, I believe it was one Juan Manuel Marquez Manny Pacquiao fight, one Manny Pacquiao Miguel Cotto, and one fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. And two things that I saw with, because Manny Pacquiao is a very, very difficult fighter, man, but to beat. Manny Pacquiao made significant adjustments through the fight to give Floyd Mayweather Jr. something to think about. For example, Floyd was dipping out, because Manny Pacquiao had his big punch is his left hand, right? So when Floyd Mayweather Jr. would bait him to the ropes, and he would then slip underneath the jab, out to the right to get out of it, and he would slip to the right and throw a check and throw a check right hook at the same time, catching him in and slipping out at the time. So what Manny Pacquiao started doing when he got him on the rope, and he was like, I see what you're doing. He jumped to his right one time. And so when Floyd Mayweather Jr. tried to dip out, it wasn't there. But Floyd Mayweather Jr. has something else. He is like, okay, now you've countered my move. I want to get off. You counter my move. Now let me counter your counter. And the counter to Manny Pacquiao's counter was a straight right hand. So you could see in these fights, and if you go back and you look at a lot of really top-notch fighters, you see not just the ebb and flow, but the distinct changes in tactics where somebody adjusts to what somebody's doing and the other person has to adjust to what they're doing. And you get into a situation where somebody might miscalculate, and boom, you get it there. And so Deontay Wilder is going to have to give Tyson Fury something that can make Tyson Fury think, something that could allow him, to get his shot off. But that's not something, according to Abner Mares, according to Shawn Porter, according to the great trainer Buddy McGirt, according to George Foreman, that's not something that is way out of the pocket with Deontay Wilder, and something he can't possibly learn. It's just, according to them, it's just minor adjustments that he needs to make. Now, the benefit of this is that for Deontay Wilder is that there's going to be a significant amount of time between now and the rematch for Deontay Wilder. And that's for obvious reasons. This virus going around, and not just that, but when we get done with the virus, when that's all calmed down, you're still going to have problems, with Tyson Fury getting into the United States or Deontay Wilder getting into the UK. I doubt very much Deontay Wilder is going to go to the UK for that rematch. But regardless, that there's going to be a good amount of time when Deontay Wilder has the ability to work on these things. He clearly has the resources to work on those things. My understanding is that he's already started sparring or he's shadow boxing. So, he's already in the midst of trying to work for the fight that he knows, is coming up next. Now, again, I'm just, straight shooter as I can be. Ain't that funny when people say that? Straight shooter as I can be. Look, I am a fan of Deontay Wilder. I am not hiding it. I support this dude. I want this guy to get his title back, but I do definitely respect Tyson Fury and Tyson Fury's ability. And it's not going to be an easy road for Deontay Wilder, but also, dude, it's not going to be an easy road for Tyson Fury, man, because you got a more aware Deontay Wilder and, that bomb is still there, man. That bomb is still there. And if Deontay Wilder can neutralize Tyson Fury's right hand, then, man, it'll be a long night. And the longer that night goes, the higher the probability is that Tyson Fury can go bye-bye. Anyway, it is what it is. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And thank you guys so much for your support of the channel during these very trying times for everybody. And let me know what you think in the comment section. With that, I'm out. Peace.